I made this really interesting find with greenhousing, and I wanted to show it to people. So I'll give you a look here. So these are all 8-foot lengths, and what I mean by that is that the square is 8 feet wide this way. It's 8 feet this way. And if you look at this front triangle, this A-frame here, it's bracketed to the sill just before the very end. And that's not 8 feet tall, but if you took this triangle and you cut it right down the middle here and made this the hypotenuse, this length is 8 feet. So the height itself is just under 7 feet actually. But the interesting thing about this is obviously 8-foot lumber is, the 2x4 and 8 feet is pretty ubiquitous. And I wanted to PVC the hoop. So I've only done the middle because the inner plastic is going, I'm doing double wall, and the inner plastic is going over the middle two, and it will be under the outer two. So I'm gonna wait to do those until I plastic the inner layer. What I'm getting at here overall is with these ubiquitous 8-foot 2x4s, I only had to cut the angles. You cut a 30 at the top and a 60 at the bottom on the A-frame. Cut a notch and just laid an 8-foot 2x4 right in the top as a truss. And then this PVC, interestingly enough, is more normally cut to 10 feet. It's kind of like your hot dogs and hot dog buns. That's not an 8-foot thing, that's usually a 10-foot thing. So I took 2 lengths of those, and there's just a little bracket, and there's a coupling underneath it to join the two that holds this down. But this is 20 feet overall, exactly 20 feet, which means I never had to cut it or hoop it like this, and you get this sort of wagon-like shape to hold the snow up with a little tension in the PVC. Yeah, perfect at 20 feet compared to 8 feet, that is. So that's all. As I get further and further, I'll share more.